What's up everyone and welcome back to a new tutorial. Today I'm going to show you all the important things you need to know if you want to complete Metal Gear Solid 2 on the very easy difficulty and getting all the dog tags in order to unlock cool stuff like getting the stealth for the tanker and the plant in the end. And so of course we got to do it multiple times on one single save, and I think the easiest ones are to get all the dog tags on the very easy and normal difficulty. So here, we're going to start today with the very easy difficulty, and I'm coming back later with another video to do easy and normal as well. As we begin the tanker, we immediately have to do manipulation. Punch 3 times before walking left to beat the first guard. It's very easy to hold him up here, just wait, and then you gotta follow up the stairs. We punched in the beginning 3 times to delay ourselves a little bit, so the guard that's at the top, who will look out for us in higher difficulties, actually doesn't begin to move. He will be a little bit delayed. Normally we would meet him here at the antenna if we were just to walk immediately, but delaying ourselves, we meet him here at the corner. Walk for him so you're getting away from the rail, and then hold him up like this. After that, just move on and get over to the right side where we want to drop down and meet the third and final guard that we have here on the off deck. Simply land next to him. If you need, of course you can bump into him to get in further away from the railing, holding up and get the dog tag, and then get inside to continue. For the deck D guard first visit, we're going to go here and go right instead of left normally, and we're going to roll past the lasers. With this roll, don't worry, you will not hit the lasers, and you can be very fast back on your feet again. Just holding up from behind, get the dog tag, and then move on to fight Olga. Olga's dog tag, of course, is the easiest one to get. Just beat her, and then afterwards she will be knocked out and lying on the floor. Simply grab her, let go of her, and then you have her dog tag. Afterwards we want to continue to the right and actually go on the opposite side of the top level here. Do a roll, and then we're going to hold up this guard. And that's a cool thing that you can do when you hold him up. As he's starting to shake, unequip your weapon, and then start opening the hatch. The guard can't hit you anymore, but you will definitely collect his dog tag. Afterwards, remember to get the SOCOM ammo here. Now that we're back again on deck D, and we already collected this guard's dog tag, we can just shoot him, and we're going to take out the sensor to not blow up. And then we're going to enter the pantry in order to get the pantry guard to spawn. He's a tough guy, and we have to use the SOCOM here. Holding up, aim above his head, and then shoot. Don't kill him, and then get his dog tag. Follow onwards, then back down again. Now that we're back down here at deck B and have a SOCOM, we can actually hold up this guard as well. Walk to the left and get his attention. Do not let yourself be seen. Simply hold him up, shoot above his head, and you get his dog tag. If he sees you fully and gets an alert, simply walk back again and come back down to reset the alert and have a second chance. Deck A crew launch is a bit more technical. Simply skip here the cutscene, switch back to your M9, and hold up this guard from the side. As you hold him up and he's beginning to shake, you can go to the side and use your SOCOM to get the attention of the bottom guard. Once you hear the noise and you see the yellow cone, of course, on the radar, you know you're good. You can trank the other guard, get his dog tag, and wait at the corner here. Once he's close enough, hold him up and get his dog tag. And afterwards, you don't even need to trank him. You can literally just turn around and go to the door and leave the room. This is one of the easiest guards to get in Deck A Cruise Lounge port. We just need to use our SOCOM once again because we have a tough guy coming up. Simply walk all the way around here and hold him up from behind, aim at his head, and then shoot over his head.
Are you going to shoot me?
After you grab the dog tag, continue to the right. For the last time, we're going back to Deck 8 Cruise Lounge, get out your M9 and hold up this music listening guard. Now walk back to the right side and enter engine room. Here's your longest stretch of dog tags for tanker. We have 5 in total that we need to collect here. So first off, we start here at the top. Simply bump into the rail guard and then hold him up. Use the auto aim to turn yourself around quicker. Then follow down the stairs and get to the second guard. Holding him up from behind, walk through him, turn around, ideally use auto aim to turn quicker, and then aim at his head to get his dog tag. Afterwards, fall down, jump over here, and then you can use the radar to see if the guard is looking left or right. Choose your approach, and then hold him up. Now that you got the dog tag, moving on, and we gotta meet the binocular guard, which is here at the center. Once again, you want to bump into him to get him further away from the railing, so you have a better time holding him up. The fifth and final guard will come out after the door has been repaired, and there's a little bit of delay before the guard comes out. So in particular, for very easy here, I will go up and walk into the cutscene, skip it, and then shoot the sensor first. There's enough time to shoot the sensor first, and then come back again to get the dog tag from the fifth and final guard here in the engine room. After that, just follow north, as you usually would. Once we're here on deck 2 port side, you have two versions that you can do. You can either use the SOCOM version or use the M9 version here. I in particular find the M9 version in the beginning definitely easier. And so we can just shoot right to the guard. So he turns around and we'll be distracted and we'll sneak up on him and then hold him up. So you can see as I'm shooting the wall, he needs to turn around fully, he will investigate, and that gives us enough time to get up to him. Hold it up, get his dog tag, and you could, in the meantime, if you're fast enough with your setup, also walk onwards to get this music guard to spawn. But in my instance here, I needed to wait. There's definitely optimization potential here, but what's important is that when you hold them up, you get the USP bullets for free. So why not just take them? Hold on, be ready to hold up this next guard, don't walk too far. And as it's being held up and dropping his dog tag, you can get already the USP ammo. So you can immediately further walk into the door and leave. You don't have to shoot him or trank him at all, you can just move. After the guard wash, we're in holds 1, and then you can just use your preferred method of going down the ladder. After you've done that, your next target is the projector guard. The projector guard is very easy to get to. Just approaching a little bit from the side, holding up, get his dog tag, and once he's been held up, you can literally just walk through him, do a cartwheel, or roll. Take a continue, that will warp you back up again to the ladders, because the next guard that we need to get is actually on the holds right upper level. Simply do a ladder glitch, but instead of doing any combination, just hold D-pad up and press triangle repeatedly. That way you just go down one level. Use another ladder glitch and don't do anything, and that will just have you hop forward. You can turn around a little bit in first person, and technically you are out of bounds, so the guard at the top will not see you even if he turns around. Wait for him to turn around, and I found that it's definitely easier to wait for him to move all the way to the end here. Simply press square to holding up, turn to the side to shoot the wall, then turn around the first person and aim at his head. Once it's done, you have to shoot him or else it will alert on you. Collect the dog tag, turn around once again, and then you can leave through the door. The glitch will end as soon as you reach the next hold. There's also an alternative method, of course. Once again, use the ladder glitch and hold D-pad up and press triangle repeatedly, and then you can just hang over the railing if you have problems with the other method where you just hop all across the room. Those will take longer, but can be safer, of course. So choose your preferred method, of course, when running the game.
The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this. At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.
In Holds 2, of course, you don't have to do much. Literally just cross the room by hanging here over the railing and get to the next Holds 3 room.
The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this. This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray. The shift in the balance of power will be... Once you made it to Holds 3, immediately take two pictures. You want to have the nose here or the face, and then the left foot.
The left foot replaces the marine logo and saves you a little bit of time. Hold up this guard here in the corner. Make sure to not bump into him accidentally, because if you bump him, you need to hold him up again. So this can be definitely done better, but this is just an example video. You get the idea, of course. Trank him, then leave on. Go to the front and take down the pipe. And now in the next and final guard here in Tanker for very easy. It's literally here at the corner, holding up, walk around from him. Sometimes you have to get a little bit closer to get the right angle for him to actually drop his dog tag. Trank him, and now you just have to take the last two pictures. One from the front and one from the left. Simply do it as here. Then go left. And then you can deliver the pictures, and that's all dog tags in very easy for at least Substance and the HD versions. I see you in plant. As we begin the plant section, you have to grab the N9 early, because you want to hold up these guards immediately. Move onwards and get to the terminal, and after the terminal, it's time to get your first dog tags in plant. Once you're done with everything, the left guard will be ready to wake up. You have to go up in first person and shake away the second guard's stars as well, so he wakes up too. Ideally, he wakes up before the second one, so you hold him up and just wait by the side. In first person, you can take him around to get the second guard held up, and then just simply get both of their dog tags. You can either trank them, or you can do what I found very funny here. Just copy through them, because there's still enough time left before the elevator comes down. After that, we're going to move on into the plant itself. The next set of dog tags you want to get are on the AB connection bridge. You can walk a few steps here before being seen, as the guard actually takes a little bit to react to you. Now we'll back down again and walk around the corner. Be sure to not step on the dark spots, or else the guard will hear you. Just hold him up from behind and get his dog tag. This may take a little bit of practice, so don't worry. You can just fall over the ledge and die and try again. After that, we're gonna meet Pliskin and walk on to Stillman. After you met Stillman, you have the decision of doing counterclockwise or clockwise. We're gonna focus in this video here on the counterclockwise version. As normal, defuse the bomb and move down to the BC bridge. The next dog tag you're gonna get is in the strut B. As you enter the transformer room, you're gonna take care of the bomb first. Then we're gonna have a particular order in how we execute getting these dog tags. First off, you wanna hold up the inside room and just leave. You wanna hold up the second guard by just switching the weapons back and forth quickly and get his dog tag. Once we're done with him, tranquilize him and go back inside. Here, you have to use the SOCOM, so Emmett is set him short over him. And since it's here on very easy, you want to also equip the SOCOM suppressor by holding L2 and down twice. Now we can move on. For the rest of the route, you're gonna have the SOCOM and the coolant spray. So on your way going to strut A, be sure to switch from the SOCOM at least once to your coolant spray, so you have it correctly in your previous. Entering strut A pump room, you have your first chance here at getting this guard's dog tag. Simply hold him up, aim at his head and wait. He's not a tough guy. But you still want to get rid of him here, so you have enough break to get the box one and of course the bomb. On the FA bridge, you can just not choose to get this guard and his dog tag. You can also do it later when we get towards Fat Man. Taking care of the cipher here is just too much work, so I'm just gonna shoot this guy twice and then leave. In the Strata warehouse, you can continue as normal, or do as I do here and get this dog tag early. Simply holding him up with the SOCOM, and then just get rid of him. Thanks to the suppress, of course, he won't be hurt. You can also cartwheel through him for a non-lethal approach. Drop down, freeze the bomb, and then the right guard will actually move even further into the room, making it very easy to sneak up on him and getting him to be held up. You can grab these stunts here at the side, but we actually will not use them in this speedrun, as we do normally on any percent, because we cannot allow ourselves to be in any alert situation. Once you reach Strut E parcel room, you want to go left into a car wheel and then go under the conveyor. Utilize coolant rise here to quickly fall up to the guard and hold it up. This is a little bit faster than walking around the right side, so you should definitely try it like this. Copper through him and then just leave to the roof to get the heliport's Dogtags. As you enter the room here, hold down left with the D-pad to have a quick and easy car wheel. Skip the cutscene in the codex, and then make your way up. After you've frozen the bomb and went through the codec, simply walk left and walk behind the guard. He's a tough guy, so that's why you need your SOCOM mount. And you can simply just holding up, aim at his head and shoot above him, even if there's nothing behind him. Once again, you can get these stunts if you want to, but for practical purposes we don't really use it. I'm making a cartwheel self here because I need to grab also this box for the next setup of conveyor belt glitches. Before we leave, there's another guard snoozing on the left, so walk left and get his dog tags as well. There are claymores behind him, which we actually don't use at all in this difficulty and route. But you can grab them, of course, if you find ever use for it. Once you reach Strut C, you can either just go on as normal and just grab the sensor and leave. Alternatively, you can also get the dog tag early here. Depending on how you favorize it, I've not timed it yet. This can be simply up to taste. Just get the dog tag here from behind and then leave, or alternatively get it later after you've met aims before the heavier. Next up, going to Strut D. On the CD bridge, we get the dog tags later. We simply do a cartwheel over here and get close to the central guard, holding him up and getting his dog tag. We do want to actually take care of him here, so we're gonna shoot him. And then we're gonna get down and get ready to freeze the bomb. Watch out, the guard will look down, so you don't want to drop too early. Take care of the bomb and then walk after the next guard. As you approach him, simply walk up to him, take him out, and then you can leave. You don't have to kill him even, because the alert, of course, is very easy, doesn't transfer over.
It's the enemy. I need help. There's somebody.
Once I've been through the DE bridge, and of course Strat E itself, you teleport over here to Strat A back again. This is the final guard that we take care of here in this bomb diffuser round. We simply do a cartwheel behind him, and you can grab the M9 ammo that's behind him. Just make sure that you don't slip and fall over the bird poop. And then you can simply just go on the elevator, even if there are constant alert. It doesn't matter anymore now.
The enemy is attacking. Stay alert, everyone.
Once you return after Fortune, be sure to go right and grab the chaffs. Try not to blow up. I have a separate video on different versions how you can grab the chaffs easily. And when we go down to Strat A pump room again, there's a new guard that's a tough guy that we need to hold up. Go from the SOCOM back to a coolant to have that ready for previous.
What are you? Don't kill me.
And then get the Dogtag key as you see. From then on you can leave onwards to the FA bridge. This is where I recommend you pick up the FA connection bridge guard. When you go to Fatman, there's no drone here anymore, no sniper. So you can literally just copy up to him, make sure you're on the right side of the railing so you don't get spotted early, and just hold him up like this. And you can even just pick up the dog tag and leave. Doesn't matter if you get an alert or not, because it doesn't come in quickly enough anyway, and so you can just go. This next dog tag, of course, is one of the easier ones again, just like with Volga. Once Fatman has been beaten, you have to move in away from the bomb anyway, and this is one of your natural dog tags. Just get it up, and then defuse the bomb, or do it the other way around like I did here. Before we go to the Shell 1 core, there's a few menus that are slightly different here compared to regular any % runs. No matter if you put on the Claymore or if you get the stun in normal runs, here we actually want to have the SOCOM in our hands, because for one, we don't use an alert from stuns, and for the other, we need the SOCOM to hold up guards later. Now make your way, of course, over to the Shell 1 core, and here we go with the next set of guards. First off, we're going left here, and we're going to grab the AK so we are not getting suspicious. And you can either do this like this. Make sure to, of course, go with R2 and down in order to get the AK equipped. And you want to punch this guard here as he's getting suspicious. Switch over to the SOCOM and then hold him up. Make sure to kill him so you don't get an alert. And then you gotta get the next two guards. If you want to get both guards Dogtags, timing is of the essence here, because you want to have the top right one look left, not turn down. If he turns down and you're slow, you might as well just kill him and come back later, because you can still get this guard's dog tag later. Just walk up to the next one, hold him up. Once you get his dog tag, there you go. Switch over to AK and continue as normal down to B2. If you are fast enough, you have to walk past him, hold him up, and when he's looking left, you can just get his dog tag like that. Walk away, and then hold up the next guard. While you hold him up, turn to the side. He will slowly start going down here, so just kill him. Kill this guard. And now you got this dog tag and the next one, and now you've taken all here from this floor and don't need to worry about it later. Going down now to B2, we have one tough guard right at the bottom right, and then 3 normal guys. So what we want to do is we want to hold him up from behind and not let him see us, so he stays upheld. And then we're going to quickly go to the computers. Hold up this left one here, so he stays upheld, and then wait for these two to get closer to each other. You can also re-hold up the first one and then just get the second one. Look at the heads like that, grab the debug in the meantime, and you can just easily trank this guy. Now go back to the second guy that we've met before, get his dog tag, trank him afterwards. And now you gotta go back all the way to the first one, which you held up at the first. And we have to shoot him because he's a tough guy, so of course aim at descent, shoot over him, and then you can get rid of him. Make sure to kill him though, because you don't want to be an alert when we get on the elevator, because sadly, we do have to wait for the elevator to come down as we then have any alert strat planned here. Because on the alerts, of course, you can't get these dog tags. After you've met aims, we're gonna go back out, and now B1, we're gonna get the rest of the dog tags here. So lean against this, and then just knock. There's a guy coming around. You want to wait actually here and just stand there, holding out as he's coming around. You can get his dog tag already just to be safe, because he might end up killing you earlier than you think. And you just want to bounce into him so he moves over, but at the same time also makes noise, so the other guard comes around and joins you. Now if he puts his hands down, just shoot him in the leg and he will stay held up. And now you can hold both up at the same time. Get his dog tag, and he's a tough guy, so shoot over him. And as the other one once again wants to hold his hands down, just shoot him in the head. And do the same with the second guard, so you get rid of them. All we need to do now is just wait for the right guy, come all the way to the left, and then we can also take care of him. If the timing comes out a little bit better, you can have him already still be on the left side, so in my case I said he was a little bit too slow. Once again, he's a tough guy, shoot over his head. Once he drops his dog tag, of course, get his dog tag, and then take the elevator upstairs. And as I explained, when you are in 1F and you didn't get all 3 dog tag guards, but only the first and third one, the second one will be alive again here, and you can hold them up easily now. Make sure to be fast so the camera doesn't spot you, but usually that's not a problem, very easy. Just hold him up, get his dog tag, and now you can leave. If you've not already gotten the dog tag here in the Stratov warehouse, after you've gotten the PSG-1, you want to quickly come back and go to the hallway, where the guard usually ends up looking left with the right timing. Just go to him, hold him up like this, and then get his dog tag. This is the last chance you have here, so of course make sure that you get it this time. And then you can move on and continue with the rest of the pre-Harrier dog tag run. After you pass the Strat E, you can go on over to the D bridge, and now we're going to take care of 2 more dog tags, which we didn't do previously. Hold up this guy, he's a tough guard, so you're going to shoot over him. And then get ready to be fast, because the next one might turn around already. If he turns around, he will go in the top right corner. You can just punch him out there and getting away with the coolant spray. But in this case, here I held him up early enough, so I can just threaten him and get his dog tag. Move through Strat D and continue back to the CD bridge, because we're gonna go all the way back to the BC bridge before we even get to the Harrier.
Nothing here.
On the CD bridge, make sure to not get seen by the camera, and then move down here. Hold up this first guard, walk around him, get his dog tag. He's not a tough guy. Same with the next one. If you're fast enough the guard doesn't even see you, make sure to be a little bit on the side here, as one of the panels will actually fall down. And once you got these 2 dog tags, you can continue on into Strat C Dining Hall. Now Strat C Dining Hall has a few variations how to get these dog tags. If you've already acquired the one here in the Dining Hall, you don't need to do this. But in case you didn't, for example you did clockwise, you can just go here, get his dog tag, and then the next guard will also be very close. He will be at the bottom left of the room. He's a tough guy, and I would advise actually to kill him, or else he will be, when you come back again, in the room and be in your way. This is a strat you can do if you've already acquired the Dining Hall guard's dog tag. Just do 2 cartwheels here and go over to the left. And be quick, because you have to shoot out his exclamation mark. Punch him once, so he's back again, and then you can get this dog tag. I currently assume that it would be easier to just avoid the dog tag from the Dining Hall guard when you're doing the bomb defusal, and just do the version that I've showed you first here. Last but not least, we have the BC bridge guard here. Just shoot at his feet to distract him. He needs to turn around, shoot at the cipher, and then just walk all the way down. As he's looking down, there's enough time to hold him up and then get his dog tag. And now you can go all the way back again to Strat D and enter the Shell 1-2 bridge. Here's a quick note: if you didn't kill the guard in the Strat C Dining Hall, he will be just coming around the corner. With good movement you can avoid him, but it would probably be still faster to just kill him. After you've done the Harrier, met the president, and killed that one, it's time to get back on the Dogtag train. So we are going to go here and meet Emma, and we want to have the SOCOM on a previous. So we equip the SOCOM and unequip it, and once we go up here to the shell to core 1F floor, we're going to get ready. We're going to drag Emma all the way. Emma zips sadly do not work. I mean, they do work, but they would actually get rid of one guard, so we cannot acquire all guards again here. So we need to walk past this snoozing guy here. Turn around and then get his Dogtag. He's a tough guy, so you gotta shoot him also over his head. And ideally you also kill him after you got his Dogtag, or at least trank him to get rid of him. Since you already have to use the SOCOM because he's a tough guy, using the M9 here back and forth isn't really useful. So we're just gonna go between SOCOM and unequipped status. Walk all the way then down the stairs and wait at the corner for the guard to turn around. You cannot be seen at all, or else it will not work. Just follow up like this and get a Dogtag. Alternatively, you can also be further away so he gets noticed and you have to quickly shoot out his exclamation mark. That way you can technically do this still faster, but I'm gonna show you this safer version here, just when you're about to learn ADT. Now just drag him along, up the stairs and around the corner, and then the third and last guy of course will wait here in this room. Simply hold him up and get his Dogtag then.
Please don't.
Now there's two things you can do here. You can either bump Emma over this door on the PC version or on the PlayStation 2 and Xbox original version, or you can drag her along and try to do the Emma zip. If you do the Emma zip, it will be slightly different. I have a separate video on how to do the Emma zip here, so I'm just going to execute it. You can find the explanation in a different video that I linked in the description down below. Once we got rid of Emma, and she will respawn back again once we enter at the end of this level, we can come back in here. We just need to worry about one thing. We gotta get rid of this right cipher, and then we gotta get over to the guard that has one of the last few Dogtags here. So we're just gonna do plenty of cartwheels. We're gonna do a cartwheel just at the top of the stairs to cartwheel over this guard, and then get his Dogtag. It's a little bit risky, but it definitely works, especially if you're already using ammo zips. And then you can just leave the level. Make sure before you go, you come back again and put your SOCOM in your previous, so we can use it in the next room. Alternatively, if you want to come back here and didn't zip Emma, you can just go here and bump her and drag her along, just like normal. This is the version when you don't use Emma zips, but just bump her over the door. As usual, we walk all the way here, and we want to get rid of both ciphers here, so we're gonna get out the AK. Or with the SOCOM, of course, we can shoot them both here. And now we're gonna walk all the way to the end. The guard will be now at the top of the stairs, but thankfully on very easy, he is not really looking that far ahead, so you can basically just leave Emma here, shoot at his feet to have him turn around, walk up to him, and get his Dogtag. And then you can continue as normal. I definitely recommend killing this guard though, so you don't have any problems with him and Emma. The Strut L sewage guys are very interesting. You basically want to drag Emma all along here. Now you have enough time to walk over and hold up this guard. Do not let him get away. You want to specifically be in front of him so the second guard sees you and gets interested. And you can just wait at the wall here. The second guard will now come and investigate this dead man. And as he's sitting down, he will be distracted. So that's an easy timing for you, so you can just hold him up like this and get his Dogtag. I advise once again also to just kill him and then you can move on. And now it's time for the sniping segment. After the sniping segment, it's time to move on, and we have one of the last few guards here. Normally we would just walk past him, so remember, you gotta go into this room. He's a tough guy, shoot above his head. We're gonna get his Dogtag. And now you can continue on until we meet Snake after judging him. Snake holds the last Dogtag that you need to get in your run, So once you're in the new cutscene, swipe once to start the 44-second timer, unequip it, and then bump into him and hold him. You just have to choke him like 9 times roughly after you initially choked him, so 10 in total, and then he will be knocked out. So you can grab his dog tag, and then you can just wake him up again, for example, but just stand in front of him and punch him in first person, and then his stars will go away. You can also just not do that, as the game just simply continues after the 44 seconds are done. And that's it. That's all the dog tags for the very easy difficulty that you have for the Substance version and the HD version. For specifically Saw US, there might be a few differences, but this should get you up and going.